would like to see your This Is Us co-stars drop by the show.
Yeah, me too.
Have we talked to anyone?
We have.
Mandy's such America's sweetheart. I want to see her play somebody bad, like
She would be. Wouldn't that be great?
Cutthroat.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure she wants to do that too. I bet she would. I just want to help in any way I can.
Okay, so when Tracker first premiered last season, it ended up being the first new series to be #1 in over 20 years since Survivor. So I know you loved the show. I know you believed in the show. But when you go back and reflect, are you amazed at how well this show did so quickly?
I think, yeah, and I still am. I still am to this. I pinch myself every day. You know, you put yourself out there, and this is the first thing that I've ever attached myself to that I sort of created from inception.
It's your baby.
Yeah, typically I show up and I'm acting on a show, which is wonderful. But this one we built together. My friend and I, Ken Olin, built this together, and we had this idea, and I thought, you know, I feel like there's a yearning for this kind of television.
Yeah.
I feel like there's an audience. People want this.
For sure.
There's an appetite for it, and we were right, I guess. And it's always great when you see something that you want to do, and then other people go, "Oh, that's really good," and they agree with you. It's
Yes.
kind of nice. But to answer your question, I'm always amazed and always humbled by the fact that busy people tune in for an hour out of their busy lives to watch us. Hang on.
Compelling storylines, Justin Hartley searching for people who are lost, family drama, sexual tension, and of course, all of this right here are just a few reasons more than 15 million watch Tracker. The CBS Sunday night drama is broadcast TV's #1 show.
'Cause here I come.
Did being on another juggernaut like This Is Us kind of help you have your sea legs early for how to navigate something like this?
I think so, yeah. And you know
Yeah.
what's really cool about it? I've been able to actually share that experience with the crew, and I will tell them, I will say, stop for a second. This is rare air. This doesn't happen.
Your brother hired me to find you. We need to go.
What are some of the perks in starring in like a top TV series?
Oh God! Well, I get to talk to fine people like you. I get to come here and spend time
Good
with
answer, Justin.
Yeah. You know, one of the great things I think is walking around and having people come up to me and say, you know, I watch the show with my wife or my kids, or we watch it as a family. You don't get a lot of time to do things as a family nowadays. Everyone's so busy. And to sit down and go, yeah, we all sit together and we watch a show, we all enjoy it and we talk about it. That's all I need. It's amazing.
I'm not sure if you saw this, but your former Y&R dad, Eric Braden, just recently really praised you and the show. And he said he compared you to John Wayne or Jimmy Stewart.
Well.
When you hear that from him.
Yeah, well, look, that's the key, right? When you hear it from him.
Yeah.
That man does not mince words. He's not afraid to say what's on his mind. He's a very, very calculated individual, very smart man. And to say things like that, he's not saying it, well, I mean.
There's no one who's had swag on television longer than him. So he knows what he sees, Justin.
Yeah, no, he and I, we became pretty close on the show. Yeah. And he's a remarkable talent, a remarkable man, and to hear him say something like that is, you know, that's just.
You're being humble because he said John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart. Those are big comparisons. Those are big shoes.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but thank you, Eric. That's crazy. I know what he means. He means he likes the show, and it's fine. Yeah. No.
He said it with his chest. He did not just say. He could have just said, "I like the show." What he was saying was,
"You're right.
I believe that Justin is a rare talent. You know, that generational type of talent."
Well, that's a nice thing to say. That's a nice thing. So we'll try to, you know, I'll try to measure up to
He's
that.
got you, Victor.
He's got me. Yeah, no, exactly.
You know, we previously talked about the fact that we would like to see your This Is Us co-stars drop by the show.
Yeah, me too.
Where are we at? Do you want me to come up with like a storyline? What can we do?
You could.
Have we talked to anyone?
We have. So we, interestingly enough, John Huertas, who played Miguel on.
We love him.
We love John. Played Miguel on This Is Us. Is actually directing the episode that we're filming right now. But as far as I would love to have, oh gosh, it would just have to be the right part, because there's, you know, you want to write something that is brilliant, that you present them with, and they have to do it. But I also, you know, I would prefer to have them all on at once. But then it looks like it. Yeah, but that would pull you out of the show, I think, and you would just be watching This Is Us, which I don't have a problem with that. But we'll have to find some. Look, I mean, and they can all do so many different things. You have Chris Sullivan, Mandy Moore, Sterling, Milo, Chrissy. They can all do so many different things that, you know, it just has to be the right.
Mandy's such America's sweetheart. I want to see her play somebody bad, like
she would be. Wouldn't that be great?
Cutthroat.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm sure she wants to do that too. I bet she would.
I'm sure.
She would crush it. So you've seen stuff.
Oh, brother. Stuff I've seen, blow your hair back.
So Jensen, we know Jensen is like your brother from another mother, you know, and he plays your television brother on this show. And he struck up a little bit of a flirtation with your former TV girlfriend, Fiona.
Right.
Right? Okay. So do you think there is any chance of like a future romance between those two? Or
maybe, you know, we have a storyline going on right now that I think is really cool for the Rini character.
So what is happening in Vancouver? Because Jensen isn't the only like former Supernatural star that's shooting a CBS show in Vancouver. I think Jared Padalecki, and he's shooting Fire Country. He has an arc there. Do you ever envision a crossover between these shows, like with Supernatural as the core? I don't know.
I don't know. You know, I'm open to anything. It would just have to make sense. You know, if it was something that was a really compelling story, you know, certainly.
We've talked a little bit about your daughter, Isabella, who's 20 now and in college. Do you ever whisper in her ear, like, you're a creative, or don't ever do this business? Like, what do you hope she
Yeah, you know,
honestly,
I've been so lucky. She I don't know where she got all of this, because I certainly was not this kind of student, but she gets straight A's. She's a magnificent student. She's a great lady and a pleasure to be around, and whatever she wants to do, honestly. If
is she a creative?
She is. Massively, and I think whatever her heart desires, that's what she should go after. I really do.
Has she ever said to you, like, maybe, Dad?
She changes her mind a lot.
Okay, got it. Right? Well, she's 20.
Exactly. So I'm like, whatever she wants to do today, she should do, and whatever she wants to do tomorrow, I think that's what she should do. For now, you know, that's how you figure it out.
Yeah.
She's at that age.
We were just talking about Mandy Moore a little bit, and now she's got a new baby girl.
What does she smell like?
Let's smell her head.
What does she smell like?
She smells like honey. It smells like honey.
She's got her own big 3 now, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Is there advice, though, in like raising a little girl?
Gosh, you know, it's life advice for everything. I guess patience, right? And
is that what she taught you? Is that what your daughter taught you?
Yeah, and you know, for me, and just speaking for myself, I tended to be a little bit, you know, I worry about her. I still do.
Yeah.
And you really do have to, and it's the hardest thing in the world to do as a dad, especially I think to a little girl. They look so fragile, and they're like little girls, but they're not. They're women. They're little women, is what they are.
Yeah.
And they're little powerhouses, and you really have to let go sometimes, and you start to realize when you do that whatever they're doing is way better than any advice you probably could have given them.
Yeah.
And you're just in awe when you watch it.
What's the thing that she did like throughout life, and maybe even still does today, that just makes you melt? That just like
my daughter Isabella?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get texts out of nowhere that just I love you, or thank you for.
You're gonna make me cry.
Thank you for, you know, whatever it might be from 3 days ago. Or just how was your day? Are you working right now? I bet you're tired. I'm thinking about you. Things like that. It's just incredible. It's just so thoughtful. Yeah.
And you just like, she wraps you up all over the fingers and gets whatever she wants.
And then I wait for the next text, which is like, she probably needs something. You know, it's a leader.
Why do we always do that? Why do we always
And I was like, oh, she's so sweet. And I just wait. And it's like, ding. I'm like, there it is. No, I'm kidding.